Yo, what's up? Alright, so I just did a video earlier and like I said, I don't want to be leading the people. This is just to help protect like your body, obviously. Alright. So this is only for your body. This isn't spiritual. It can help you focus on spiritual, like to get peace from the targeting or whatever. So there's only two ways, and this is truth. I don't care what anybody says or what anybody thinks. These are two ways that you can get out of, not get out, but to reduce your targeting. So this is a helmet that I ordered, and I'm gonna test it out, a matter of fact. And I haven't really tested it out yet, but I'm going to. I had this for a few days already, and I haven't even tried it. The thing is, though, is to try to sleep with this on or even outside, it's gonna be it's gonna be hard. So, I mean, you can use it outside if you wanted to, but I mean, it's just the hassle having this thing on your head. So it's just, I'm working on like trying to detoxify myself and stuff like that, and trying to eat healthy. That's what I'm working toward. You know what I mean? But this is just temporary for this. So I don't want, the people to feel like I'm misguiding them or whatever. I'm doing this to try to help. Everything that I do is to try to help. But this helmet here, it's a motorcycle helmet, and supposedly it's like a airflow helmet. And I'm gonna see. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is plastic, so there's a few, like, I guess, air that gets through this. But the fact of the matter is that they use a lot of the air around us. If you can imagine this your head without the helmet, right? Imagine this your head, and they're focusing electromagnetic field around the area of your head, right? And then that's how they're reading you at night. They're like focusing, beaming down energy. If it hits this, it ain't gonna get past it. I mean, some stuff might, but I mean, at least you're reducing it. So I mean, I'm going to be testing this out and seeing if it helps at all with the sleep. I know the ceramic does. So the ceramic pot, I have that inside, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. So I could just put that in this video right now. But this one, it was like $180 or something like that, but it has like this ventilation thing that I guess, like, where the air comes, like the air can freely flow through. And and this is just only an idea. I mean, it's temporary fix. Like I said, this isn't like to heal you spiritually, and we're gonna be getting to those things. Like, we're gonna be working on them together, and I'm going to, like, try the meditation. I'm going to be trying to do this, and I'm just giving you guys a heads up that this is just one phase. This is one aspect of it. Okay, so don't think that there's only one way to beat this gang stalking. There's a lot of ways to beat it. Within the mind, within yourself. I just want to become like more directly to to address this. But I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab the ceramic pot. I'm going to show you. All right, so I'm going to be going through just some few things that I've used, and you can try to use them yourself. I'm going to tell you the stuff that really, really does work. Some of the stuff helps, like, to use in other times. So say, like, electricity is something that they're trying to focus on your brain. Oh, these are a bunch of sheets of plastic that go in a binder. I'll put this in my hat. You know what I mean? I got the hard hat or whatever, and people could say that, that you're not doing the right thing, right? But they're not actually experiencing it and going through it with me. So they could try to act like they know, but until they have been targeted, then they can truly say that there's no way to block this, or that if I'm wrong or whatever. So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I've experienced this. I know that it works. Does it mean that I'm going to always need to use this? No, because I might find something that really does work that works good enough that I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? I have so many ideas, and I'm gonna build a Faraday cage at my house. That's gonna be my next project. So if I do go back to my house that I used to live in, I'm already figuring out how to I guess to build a Faraday cage. So this is a silk pillowcase. It's black. You know what I mean? I got RFID blocking fabric in my hat, and I'm wearing that currently. And these things help. They help a little bit here and there, and they all have their, like, I guess, their abilities. This is like a sheepskin. I use this to sometimes to wet it, and I put it on my head. And the wetness of the towel, like, helps to block some stuff certain times. I just switch it up, and however you feel, like, if you can feel if they're focusing energy on, just take it off, because they're elements. You know what I mean? They're focusing energy around, you know, your head area, and you have to figure out, you know, what works and what doesn't. You know, this is just a regular beanie. I have a RFID blocking beanie coming, and all this stuff, you know, like I said, it has its purposes, but it's only a temporary fix. And I'm not going to keep talking about this, so I'm just going to have to refer people to this video if I ever have to come back to this. But I'm going to talk and break down all this stuff right here. So this is just the ceramic pot that I sleep in. I have just some random stuff in here, like a cord or whatever. But, like, I take all this stuff out, and I'm putting my head in here. And I think it can be built more properly. I'm still testing it out, but it does help. It does help somewhat. I think that the air that gets in, like, so say my head's up to here and my nose isn't touching, there's a space, because this is a 12 point this is a 10.5. Yeah, I think a 10.5 inches open right here. So my head goes up to here, and then there's still space. And what happens is I can hear, like, the frequencies or the energies that they're focusing on me, and they can, like, I guess bounce them off of this. So you have to cover it with, like, what I do is I'll put, like, a piece of ceramic, and I think I'm being to, like, help me breathe through this. I'll put, like, a piece of this, the silk pillowcase, and I'll cover it like so, and so you guys can see. So the silk pillowcase will be like that, and then I'll have my head in here, you know what I mean? And then, like, it's blocking the airflow, so it's kind of like a filter, you see? And that's how I do it. That's how I sleep at night. So that it helps. But, I mean, if you really conceal this, if you shut it off and, like, packed it in, you would be breathing carbon dioxide. So, like, you can't really, like, pack it in unless you had some kind of tubing of air that can go in there, and your head will be like, and can get past that. They can't pass no electric or, you know, any type of waves through this. They could try coming from this side, but it's gonna kind of be a little bit hard for them to do that. So all right, so that's that. That's what I'm explaining. And like I told you guys, there's ear plugs that I use, these ones right here, and these really help for me to block these perps out. They're, like, really good, really block out sound, any kind of high-pitched sound or vibrations. It helps to block it. It doesn't block them all, but it does block a lot of the spectrum of them. So that helps a lot too. And you can just try to test it out, like, leave it on. And like I told you guys before, don't sleep with this stuff. Only sleep, like I would suggest the hard hat is fine. I've already fallen asleep with the RFID blocking fabric, but it just gives them information. I usually like to use that in the day, but like I said, they'll send the ambulances to freaking come and to scan you. So, like I said, there's these these headphones here. All right, they're for the shooting range, the gun range, and it helps to block sound, right? So what I figured out is I got this slab of ceramic from Home Depot, and I can easily break this on the side of a sidewalk. You want to aim it at the edge and then put something soft on the floor so that it can catch the piece, and you can hit it and break it in half. That's an easy way to do it, or unless you have a machine that can cut it. But you put that ceramic, and then once the pieces are cut, let me show you here. Once the pieces are cut, it would go like so it would go like with facing this way, and it would the headphones would be able to hold it against the ear. You see what I'm saying? So you'll cut two pieces and it'll be used because they can penetrate this alone. They can focus energy just on this thing right here. Hold on. So if you guys can see, there's like an air pocket. I'm gonna get the light closer because it's nighttime already, and I wanted to do this video because this is a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I want to explain it because this is how they're getting past my shielding. All right, but the thing is, the more layers, the more layers you put, the more harder for them to get in there. So this is plastic on the outside, the outer shielding of it, and there's just some foam, and then like I don't know what that would be, leather or whatever, and then there's some padding in here. So they'll focus energy on this air pocket of space right here, and you can feel the pressure of them focusing energy on that. I fell asleep with these on, and they collected information and enhanced my hearing. They even enhanced it more. So that's why I'm telling you guys, do not fall asleep with this stuff. You can try to fall asleep with the, like, have three kinds of earplugs. Have ones for sleep, ones for the daytime, and they're all different. They all feel different. They can't be the same. So like, say you use foam ones for the night, the cheap kind, the cheap little foam ones. Then you'll use the swimming ones for the daytime, the ones that I use. And I'm gonna show you guys some more stuff I have that I ordered online, right? And so this you can I want to build a helmet out of ceramic. That's gonna be my next project. But there's a bunch of lowrider cars passing by. Yeah, so that's why it's so loud. But that's all my stuff right there. And then my brother, he got some marble. So this is marble. And some dude was telling me that he mixes other stuff with the marble, and he made pretty good shielding out of it in his house or whatever. And I can't remember what exactly it was that he put together or what ingredients, but I'm gonna have to look back on that. But just marble itself, this is good to use. Like, and they keep passing with their loud ass cars because they know they don't want me talking about this, and they modify their cars because they're perps, so it doesn't matter. So marble works too. You can use this. You can put your ear against this, and you can hear your ear pinging against this. If they focus the same energy on all of us, if it's the same, then obviously it'll work. So even you can try a plate in your house if you want to test this theory out. So go get a plate in your house, put your ear next to it, both of your ears, or just one side. Just one, all you need is one side of your ear. Whatever where your head is facing the ceiling. So say if you're laying like this. 1 second. If you're laying like this, whatever side of your face that your ear's facing the ceiling, that's where you're gonna want to put the plate against there. And try to make it like where it has a suction, like really like suction to your ear. And if it's not heavy enough, use your hand just to hold it there, or put something heavy on top of it, like a pillow or something like that. And then just start to see what happens. You'll hear the energy in your house start to freaking all like, you know, like boom, boom. That's what I hear. I hear boom, 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 like, because the millimeter waves they're going through the walls directly to your brain. So when you start, you know, shielding, it's like it's messing up all their crap. This is soundproof rubber that I got. It's also waterproof. I've used this for multiple things. You can test it out. It has its, I guess, it worked before. I guess now I don't really see any use for it. But, I mean, you guys can try it. Like, for instance, I use those headphones, and I'll use a piece of rubber like this. And it's soundproof. So, it's really good to block sound. And I'll put those between the headphones and, like, some other fabrics. Things between it, anything you can think of, you can get those, the ones that these ones right here, and anything you can think of between your ear and this, it would increase the shielding. I mean, you could even cut out some ceramic and like just slap a piece in there if you wanted to. But I mean, there's so many different things. This is just some foam, but I haven't used that yet. I've used Mylar too. I mean, this is a conductive item. It helps sometimes, but not really. The ceramic is the best thing that I've found thus far, and the hard hat has really helped to help me shield and stuff like that. This is just whenever, like, I guess I get in sense of moods, or if something's not working, I'll use different stuff. So this is all right. You use this better with magnets. Anything that's conductive is good with magnets, whether it be RFID fabric. You can wrap RFID fabric, like pretend if this was already RFID fabric, you can put, you know, a magnet in there, wrap it up, and, you know, stick it in your hat, whatever. You can try all kinds of things, you know, aluminum, wrap it up in a magnet and use that. But the best things that I found so far is ear things. So the ears are the main thing where they're focusing energy. So this is your best bet. This is what I would try to start with right here. This is like one of my best techniques right here. This concoction, ceramic, and these headphones. Hold them in place. Bam, you're golden. Let's see. Let's go to the home menu now, and I'm gonna show you guys some other stuff that I ordered. Alright, since I do feel like I'm getting shocks, like in my fabric, or like they'll get past certain stuff, I'm ordering some of this anti-shielding, pretty much static proof shielding kind of for bags. It's for electronics, so that, I guess, my intention is to make it hard for them to collect information from our brain. I'm gonna see how this goes. This is one very good product that I'm looking forward to be testing out. I also bought a grounding rod, some heavy duty aluminum foil for when I want to use magnets and aluminum. Like I said, be careful about falling asleep with these things on. They can really focus energy on you, especially with like the more conductive things. So like paper and plastic and stuff like that, I've used that. It does have its attributes. So like I said, you can use plastic bags, you can use all kinds of different types of plastic, and it's just putting a barrier between your brain and whatever else. So these are things that won't cost you anything, and you can try testing them out yourself. But you have to at least put a few layers. Yeah, so like I said, like one layer is not going to help. You know what I mean? I would double up everything, if not triple up. So whatever you're using, try to make it like as thick as you can. You know, that's comfortable for you to wear as well. Unless you're using like a what's it called? A hard hat. Strip everything from the inside of the hard hat so that you have more space to work with. And then so you can fit it over like a ball cap or something like that, and you can add layers to it. So the more layers, the more harder for them that they're gonna be able to read you. They're not gonna be able to get really shit. So I'm gonna be grounding. I already got grounding cord. I got a grounding rod. I got some aluminum, some foil, some magnets. I ordered 2 pairs of magnets. I got a grounding sheet for my bed. I got some Alpine, these are for like motorcycles or cars. It helps to like, I guess, the sound for those. They're made for specifically for that. Then I got some grounding bracelets, and then I got some copper shielding that I haven't really tried copper. And then you can see the helmet right there. And then they even have a pillowcase that's grounding too, that you can ground yourself. So there's a lot of stuff that you can use. There's so many things. Like it's all on if you really want to try. Like if you really want to try to block them. And then plus if you have the will to be able to detox yourself. I haven't even tried it, so I can't even explain like the experience, because I'm surrounded by a bunch of food that's unhealthy, which is not an excuse. You know what I mean? All you got to do is really just be strict on yourself and only buy certain stuff, whether it be, you can cook stuff to make it healthy. You know what I mean? Like you can eat meat like once a week and then just eat like vegetables. Like you can eat even like twice a week, but like don't buy stuff from like the fast food chains. That's like the biggest problem out of everything, is buying stuff out of the fast food chains. Okay, so that's like the worst modified, organism crap that's out there. They're even putting estrogen in it. You know what I mean? And that was told to me by a friend. I didn't know they put estrogen in it. I just thought they modified it so that it can modify our DNA, which, they also are doing. But I know that like with the like the vegetables and the fruits and stuff like that, it helps to take out the stuff in our body, even though there's probably stuff in that, because if they're spraying pesticides in the water that they're feeding it, and even if they slap a label that says organic on it, it doesn't mean that it's organic. They're just putting that shit on there and claiming that it's organic. So the only thing we can do, like if you really wanted to avoid that, was like grow your own food, or if you live close to a farm, or if you knew a farmer, then you can avoid it altogether. And it depends on how they grow their food. You got to see, is it enclosed area? Is the water being filtered? You know what I mean? And then you can just get away from all this conditioning of stuff that they're putting in our body. But the only thing that we can do if you're living, in the cities, just try to focus on strengthening yourself spiritually, within. This is the shielding is one aspect of it, like I said. And let's see. So I've done this over and over again. I shield, and I pretty much what happens when you shield is you're destroying the neural pathways that they've linked up to. So all the nanotechnology that's in your body or whatever, you're destroying it. You know what I mean? So I could give a shit about that crap. I'm literally sitting out here, I'm trying to do a video, and they don't like it. So they'll put pressure on my ear. I'll destroy the neural pathways because I'm shielding. And what that does is whenever you're changing your shielding, whether it be water-based, plastic, whether it be ceramic, whether it be, I wouldn't, like I said, I don't use heavy metals if they were still able to gang stalk me when I used them. So I'm not going to continue to try to use them. So I'm telling you guys now, in my experience with them, it only gave them a better reading of my brain. Literally, they had a better reading of my brain. But you can always reshield and just destroy those neural pathways. Destroy the nano or whatever. And then they're going to just have to constantly keep... It's like a battle. It's just like that's why they keep spraying, because our bodies are constantly detoxifying themselves. So especially if you soak your feet, like I posted videos about that. If you soak your feet and you pull out those toxins, and you know how to do that, that'll help you. So that's why I need to get into a place where I can soak, because out here, it's a little bit harder. You have to boil the water, and you have like a portable stove or whatever. But the video that I'm talking about is this one right here. Individuals, Alfonso Pimp, 84 views, 2421. That's the one where she tells you the stuff that's coming out of her body. All four of these videos, she's being heavily dosed with these parasitic stuff, and she tells you what she uses. So once I get situated, I'm gonna be detoxifying myself too. And if anything starts coming out of my body, I'm gonna put it on video and upload it for you guys. But like I said, I haven't even began to experience the gratifications or the improvements of detoxifying yourself. I haven't even begun. I always procrastinated on it, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it works. I do truly believe that it works, because it just makes sense. If you think about it, that you feel good when you start eating healthy, because I've eaten healthy for a week or whatever, and I felt really good. Even when I fasted, I felt really good. And you can do that when you're praying. Prayer too that's something that strengthens the spirit for sure. Guaranteed. Strengthens the spirit. So all these are different techniques. This is stuff as one aspect to protect the body, prayer and stuff like that's for the spirit, and and the mind, and then and then the body, to cleanse the body, it would be to detoxify yourself. So I want to be able to put all this stuff into play, where we can come together in prayer at a certain time. We're praying. What I always do is what's weird for me is that I always run into the numbers 111, 222, 333. If I'm synchronized or whatever. And it would be cool if whenever we see those numbers, if we ever look at our phone and we see those numbers, or even if we, can set our alarms or whatever, and all empowered individuals, light warriors, can pray at those times. This was also advice given to me by a friend. And in one mind, in spiritual, for anything, just anything positive, pray for it, to bind, any of these demonic entities, demonic forces, and bind them, and just pray. And so that'll be kind of our way of strategizing to fight back. You know what I mean? This stuff is cool. The shielding is cool. The aspect of it is cool, but we need to get strengthened spiritually. That's if we're lacking on one, the other one's not going to be as strong. So we have to make sure that we balance all of this stuff. And I want to use these things to feel comfortable in my own home. Sometimes to even feel comfortable in outdoors, because these perps will be on me, and as soon as I slap on some magnets or some shielding, they're driving away, speeding off like little girls, because their program is not 100% proof. It's not 100 proof. There's always a weakness in every battle that you're in. There's always a weakness. So never be discouraged, because there are things that you can do to like fight against this stuff. And whenever I film about these perps following me around or them pulling out or something like that, don't focus on it. See, when I record it, I just record it to document. When I'm out there, they pass around me all day. I've gotten used to it. It's normal to me now. And I try to just ignore it. Don't give them your energy. Like, they're trying to make us mad. They're trying to, take our loosh and stuff like that. And I'm going to be letting you guys know when I start to, which is soon, I'm going to start to be trying to like detoxify and like focus and like be meditating more. That's my goal right now, is to be like meditating on the source, on God, and to like just ask him for guidance, and take these Epsom salt baths and do all that stuff, so that I can clear my body and clear my mind and just be like detoxifying myself. That's something that I really want to make a regimen of mine, like every at least week or every day or whatever. Every day, I don't think you need to do it every day. I mean, you can take like certain healthy stuff, but I would try to at least like do these detoxifying stuff, like really like for like a good week straight, until like you start seeing stuff coming out of your body, and then kind of like just like 2 or 3 times a week, if you can afford to use all these products that you're gonna have to be, because these Epsom salts and all this stuff is gonna cost money. It's not cheap. So try to find the best detoxing stuff out there and implement it. And there's cheap things out there that you can use. Like, everybody knows that apple cider vinegar is like one of the good, like really good things to use for detoxing, like with other stuff, to pull out like toxins and stuff like that. And there's just so many things. I can't get into the whole list, but people know what's up already. I heard of something earth. I forgot something earth, but it's something you can use. It's like healthy or whatever. It's like, it looks like darkish. I'm not sure, brownish. I'm not sure what color it is. I seen a TI posting something about that. I know there's like so many remedies out there. You could just talk about it for days. But yeah, being out here, it's going to be a little bit harder. It's not impossible, but it will be harder. At least if you're in your home, you have like everything more organized. And I think it would be just like probably a little bit more easy to like stick with the regimen. But, all this money that I'm spending, I'm just testing out this stuff right now. But like I said, I got my grounding mat. I mean, I can get a grounding pillowcase, because if they're focusing energy directly at your head, the best thing that you can do is protect your head. That's the main area that they're focusing energy on constantly. And once you start to shield properly on everything, these are the symptoms that you're going to feel. If you start ear shielding, one thing that you're going to feel guaranteed is pressure. If you're truly targeted, they're going to start putting pressure on your ears. Like if your ear feels like it's going to pop, but they won't. It will just be pressure, real like strong pressure. But then it'll go away. Like sometimes if you move around the house, like if you go lay somewhere else, or sometimes they'll leave you alone. What they're trying to do is to make you take it off. They want you to remove it. So when you're feeling this pressure, you can take it off. Like if it's getting really, really sore, just take it off, let your ears rest for a while. And then put back your earplugs or whatever it is that you're using. But if you find good shielding that you feel like is protecting you fully from like all this perp stuff, then just keep it on. Like I would try to keep it on as long as you can. And that's what I did with the heavy metal helmet, the moon metal, and they got past it, dude. I slept with it on, and 3 ambulances passed right when I woke up, and like a fire truck or whatever, like in a cop car. And then I got even like a helicopter flying like right over, because they were trying to collect information of how my brain was reacting to the helmet. And they were able to scan me. I took it off, and once I took it off, that's when they came and passed by and scanned me. And I'm being like 100 on every detail of how when I used the helmet, because maybe I used it wrong, but I don't think, I mean, is there a way, if something works, how is there a wrong way to use it? You know what I mean? Like, so I wouldn't recommend the helmet. That's just in my opinion. Maybe because I slept with it that it didn't work, but yeah, I'm not continuing to use that anymore. Let's see. So you'll feel pressure in the ears, and then in the head you'll feel like electric, you know, pings that they're trying to collect information with. And then yeah, so like I said, the best thing is the ceramic, and try to find like something to hold that ceramic to your head, because I mean, there's not really nothing that can hold it but some kind of earmuffs of some kind or something like that. So I would recommend those. Ceramic, any kind of ceramic, marble is good to use. You could even try building like some kind of a box, like a square box that your head can go in when you go to sleep, if you wanted to. Like I said, it's not foolproof, but the hearing, the protection really does help a lot. Like I haven't got to experiment too much with it. Like I don't know if they'll try to focus energy on your brain if you're shielding your ears. So it's cool because I know it takes out a lot of the hearing aspect of it, of their, you know, their program. So I didn't feel like they were focusing energy on my brain when I was using this stuff. But if they were, I mean, I would build like a ceramic helmet, or I'll use these headphones to hold them down. And see, the headphones that I got, there's like a metal, there's a metal around the top of the head part. So in order for them to like kind of stay on your head, they have this metal piece that goes around the head, and they're connected to the ear coverings. So the thing is metal's conductive. Any type of metal is conductive, so they can focus energy on those. So if you do use those headphones, try to put some kind of layer of, I don't know, like anything that's like that doesn't focus electricity on it. So you can put like, I don't know, rubber, you can put that static proof material, you can put like some type of cloth or anything just to like dissipate it from them focusing energy, because they'll pinpoint like stuff that's on your head, and they'll focus energy on anything that's metal. So if like you can even like cover it in plastic or something, I don't know, the best option is even like putting like ceramic would be the best option, because ceramic is an inducer. So you're taking the electricity out of it. Millimeter waves can't pass through ceramic. So yeah, I'm trying to give you guys everything that I know on this subject, because I'm gonna refer people to this video, because I can't keep talking about this stuff. Not that because I don't want to. It's just that if people really want information, they need to be able to want to look for it. That's how I was able to discover a lot of these things, because I was continuously trying to pursue it. So yeah, let's see what else. This video is already getting on 40 minutes. I'm gonna try to end this. Let's see if I'm forgetting anything else. Oh yeah, I know there's eyewear. Like, I ordered some goggles, like, for underwater, and I heard that a TI woman said that yellow, like the ones that have, I guess, yellow kind of tint, or like UV protection, if they're yellow, like on the actual lens, that it helps to block a lot of the, I guess, I don't know what lights that they're focusing on her eyes. So that she said that it helps a lot with that, with the blue light and stuff like that. So also that's good. I also got some window film, some RF window film that I'm gonna be testing out as well. And alright, so that's the best advice I can give you. I can't think of anything else. I know that the feet as well, I know that they focus a lot of energy on the feet, even though you don't know it. They are focusing energy on your feet, and like when you're asleep, they know our body better than we do. So detoxifying your feet is like the best way to detoxify yourself, like through the feet. So yeah, do that. And so when we're not detoxifying ourselves, let's focus on the spiritual thing. Like I said, let's come together on that. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap for this video. I hope you guys try some of this stuff out, any of it. I mean, that seems safe to you. I'm just trying to share the knowledge that I've gained over time dealing with this stuff. Because, like I said, it's not only spiritual. They are focusing bullshit on our bodies. And I'm not going to sit back and allow it to happen. If I can find something that works or that helps, I'm going to share it. And I'm going to keep on sharing. And these are pretty much all the techniques that I know. I'm probably forgetting a little bit of details about some of them. But if anybody wants to ask me, they can hit me up and ask me questions. I'll be willing to answer any questions that you have about any kind of knowledge I have on these topics. So like I said, my phone number is 213-315-8323, and my email is kingfierro@gmail.com. But KING. If my number ever changes, I'll make sure to post it up, because I want to stay in contact with, as a community, as a light warrior and an empowered individual. So you guys stay strong. Check it out. Test this for yourself. Like I said, try the ceramic plates and you'll see for yourself.